Alright, no intro, no bullcrap, let's get into it. Here we are, guys, the final Hasbro Bay that I'm going to be releasing, or not releasing, actually reviewing. We're going to be reviewing the Xiphoid Excalibur Bay. Now, people know that I actually have, people know from the channel that a couple weeks ago, or I think a month ago actually, I reviewed a fake Hasbro Excalibur. No, not a fake Hasbro Excalibur, a fake Takatomi Excalibur, just a fake Excalibur in general. And yeah, that bay looks a lot better than whatever this is. Okay, let's just get into this bay, cause I do have a lot to say on this, and let's just say, even though I sound exasperated when I talk about the look of this bay, it's actually pretty good. So let's get into the parts one by one. Now, unlike the World Night video from yesterday, I actually have all the parts intact. So let's start off with the tip, or the attachment, that is. The sword attachment. I kind of like the sword attachment simply because the it looks really aggressive, and it looks just like, yeah. When I look at this from this up-down view, it looks like the Twisted Tempo fusion wheel from Metal Fight. Don't ask why I'm connecting this back to Metal Fight. I did that in the last video, if you don't already know. But honestly, it's just a bulkier version of the sword driver. It's like an extreme flat though, actually. So yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't even know what to say on this, because yeah, it's sword, but it's a quad strike attachment. What more can I say on it? But this one is, arguably for this one, I didn't even know what this one was at first. When I first bought this bay, I didn't even know what this tip was based on. But after learning about this for a while, after a couple research moments, I actually learned that this is the Extend Plus driver as a quad drive or quad strike based thing. Why did they butcher it like this? Like, what did Extend Plus do? Like, I know there are other drivers that got better treatment than this. I don't even want to talk about Mobius though. Mobius got done the dirtiest. But Extend Plus wasn't even done better. Like, it was clear it looked like they were doing the attack mode. But couldn't they at least done a different mode rather than the attack mode? Like, I don't understand why they just had to strictly choose the attack mode. And this isn't just designated quad strike as well. Quad drive had the same tip on Vanish Fafnir actually, which kind of is odd to me. And the next part is actually the Xanthus disc, which Xanthus disc actually is a lot smaller than the Xanthus disc that came with the original Takatomi version. I would show off my fake version, but I don't want to have anything to do with that lead anymore, so, or I don't want to I want to touch that lead very, very, very less frequently. But yeah, just take my word for it. You can look up videos online to see just how small the Xanthus disc on the Xiphoid Xcalius is on compared to the Xiphoid Excalibur. But yeah, there is kind of a plus side though to the fact that this entire disc is metal. If it was the same size as Xanthus, but entirely metal, I feel like it would be much more overpowered, which is why I think Hasbro made it a little smaller. But still, it's kind of an L on Hasbro's part. Now let's move on to the blade itself. Moving on to layer part by part, let's start off with the armor. We have the one armor. The one armor is decently long. However, the point is positioned differently to where it was on the Takatomi version. The Takatomi version had it a little bit over here, I believe. Not over where the armor locks in. But I could be wrong with that statement. Yeah. Then we have the Xiphoid blade. Similar to how it was for the Wind Knight, this blade was overall very, very decent for the Hasbro competitive meta. simply because of the shape and simply because of the one-hit KO. This is basically Dram Buster before the Dram Buster. Yeah, people who would think that Dram Buster is the original one-hit KO, they really don't know what this, really don't know the Excalibur line. The Excalibur, the Xiphoid blade, honestly, is just really good. I really like it. But let me be honest, even though I have used this a lot, you can see the wear and tear on this bay, especially on this one contact point, especially on the one contact point that I simply use a lot. Even though it looks really good, I gotta knock it down a little bit because of the lack of detail. The Xiphoid Excalibur blade on the Scratch-Homie version is a lot more detailed. This just looks like a McDonald's bay. If you look at it from this side, ignoring the blue parts, this looks like a McDonald's bay. I'm being honest here. But the blue kind of saves it. I just gotta say the blue kind of saves it. Now we got the final part, which is the chip. And we went far off of what Excalibur was originally. Excalibur should have had more detail of this. They should have had a little bit more white like they did for the World Knight chip. That would have given it at least a better fair thing. Like, why did they opt to just give these yellow, cheese yellow looking X, and then we have a sword here. At least the sword is somewhat painted silver, so I can give it props for that, but why did they lowly detail this? I don't understand at all. Like, Hasbro, what are you doing? And not to mention this came with a launcher thing. I have the launcher over there. I have the launcher in one of my bins. Hold on, let me get it real quick. Last part of the video is just going to be about the launcher. The launcher, don't ask why I have a black ripcord in there, simply because of the golden ripcord that originally was there. Unfortunately, it just broke, and yeah. Also, check out the phone setup that I use whenever I record my videos. This is what I see when I record the videos. I just place my phone on here, and then boom. That's what you guys see, but this is what I see. I sit in my office chair. But yeah, back to this. It's a decent launcher. It's like kind of good in the sense that you have two different settings. I usually use the power setting because it's better. When I use the lightning bolt setting on this, it just doesn't feel right. It just feels like the launcher's skipping. It feels like the launcher's skipping when you're launching on the lightning setting. But anyways, yeah, this is the last of my Hasbro Beyblade reviews when it comes to the Beyblade Burst Hasbro stuff, because yeah, I don't really want to do any more of these because yeah, they seem much of a hassle, and I'm already too late in reviewing these because they came out just like a year ago, so yeah. But I will be using these in Beyblade X videos, so stay tuned for those. Anyway guys, that's it. Thank you all for watching this subscribe channel. Tune in next time and goodbye folks.